Hooker High School Band under the direction of Angela Flanagan.
Dear Lord, thank you for letting us gather here today. Help everyone to act with good sportsmanship. Please keep all the fans and athletes safe during and after the game. I ask that you keep all the players injury-free. Help them play to the best of their ability and for your glory. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
All right, we're back live at the
Good evening and welcome to Hooker Bulldogs versus Beaver. We're just getting ready for kickoff here. Panhandle weather doesn't get any better than what we've got tonight.
It's beautiful tonight. The sun is just above the horizon, should be setting soon.
Flag's
And
barely got enough breeze to stand the flag out for the national anthem.
yeah, it's perfect.
Max wind is supposed to be 6 miles an hour during the game, and it's supposed to be 66 still at 10 o'clock. So
You know, they
great
talk
night
about
for
hitting
football.
weather, but to me, this is hitting weather right here. That 40, 50 degree stuff, 30 degree, I don't like that.
Kickoff by Beaver. Hooker will take the ball there about the 25-yard line. Good little return there. Up to about the 38-yard line, where Hooker will be starting with the ball.
Was that Tanner on the return?
Yes, it was.
Kind of had a tough outing last week against Thomas, although we did have a great start to that game. A lot of big chunks of yardage early on. Let's see if we can start where we left off and have a good first quarter here.
It was a good run by Tanner right there.
Yeah, last week Hooker struggled a little bit. Fought hard, but had a lot of self-imposed injuries upon themselves. Or not injuries, but self-imposed hardships, I guess I should say. Hopefully tonight, this week we had a hard week of practice, and maybe we'll avoid those self-imposed penalties.
Give again up front there to Tanner McBee, but nothing doing that time. Looked like Beaver nearly brought the whole squad, and they were in the backfield before he got the handoff on that one, I think.
Yeah, it was a good job by 64, I think. Allman there for Beaver.
So we're going to be third and a long 9 for the Bulldogs. Screen pass.
Screen.
Not much doing.
No. Fights hard, but doesn't gain anything. So quick 4th and 9 for the Bulldogs here.
That's a good start for Beaver, coming out pretty aggressive. Gave up a pretty big run on first down, but then They tighten up a little bit on second and third. So
Bulldogs lined up here in the punt formation.
Efren Castaneda back to the punt. For
Lot,
Hooker.
lots
High
of hang
punt.
time.
Backspin. It's going to take a Beaver duster bounce, but
So Beaver will be starting on their 48-yard line, 49-yard line with their first possession of the game here with 10-11 to go in the first quarter.
yeah, like you said, good start by Beaver. They shut us down there on our first drive, and now they've got good field position here at the 49-yard line for their first drive.
This is kind of one of those deals where you want the defense to come out and really shut them down right here.
Yeah, looks like we're in a four-man front here early on. We made some adjustments against Thomas last week, which were good things, but
Great job by Fisher.
that's a
Great
good
job by
of-
Fisher. We do have a flag on the play here from the line judge on the home side. Holding on Beaver. And Hooker is going to decline that penalty. So they're going to take the results of the play, which will be a loss of about 6 yards for Beaver, maybe 7. This will be 2nd and 17. Good decision by the coach there.
Cade's had a really good year this year playing middle linebacker. He covers a lot of ground. Very athletic. Does a good job.
Yeah, he came free on that one. He didn't get touched, and
Yeah.
he was in the backfield quickly. He's got some pretty good savvy. Another good stop after a minimal gain by the Bulldogs. Johnny U coming off, and is that Furious coming in.
Got back within 3 yards of the sticks.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be 3rd and 13 for the Dusters here.
For the Bulldogs, along with Tanner McBee, number 22. Ball placed at the 46-yard line of the Dusters. 3rd down and 13, Beaver.
Beavers had kind of a tough year, but they're not a bad-looking group. Looking to throw it here on 3rd and long.
Got a little bit of pressure. Looks like he's going to throw it right out of bounds.
It's out of bounds. Not going to be caught that time.
Good coverage there by Neville and Laney Fernandez.
It was intended for 0-0.
Coverage on the play for the Bulldogs, number 7.
Well, I'm not sure.
Is that just 0 or?
Yeah, I don't know if that's Gabe Harris maybe.
Beavers lining up here in the punt formation. Mr. Metcalf, number 11, is back deep for the Bulldogs.
I know Dawson kind of injured his shoulder last week at Thomas. Must have not have been anything too serious. I know he was going to get it looked at, but looking all right tonight. Running on a guy late is Beaver.
Yep.
Their coaches aren't very happy.
Play
No.
clock's down to 1
He was
second.
moving.
That did get it off. Probably was
Spiral.
moving.
Spiraling kick straight at Metcalf. He takes it.
Nice move.
Nice move by Metcalf.
Up the middle he goes.
Oh,
Still on his feet.
Oh, they're going to call that. They're going to call that a clip. Gosh dang it.
Where's this crew from anyway? Dang it. You got to be kidding me. That's a great.
Apparently it wasn't just one of them because there's 3 flags there.
There's 3
so-
flags there on the field, and number 8's still on the ground.
Well, I didn't see
I-
it, so I guess I need to keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, I didn't see it either, but that was a good run back by Metcalf, regardless of the outcome of the play here.
Hey, number 8, he's getting off a little easier as he goes
Put a little
across.
more weight on it
His
now.
right,
That's good.
his right
That's,
knee is already pretty heavily braced, but I don't think that's the leg he's holding. I think it's his
yeah, it looks like his
non-braced
left
leg.
ankle. Brendan Westenhaver looks like a senior from Beaver.
So we wish him the best of luck.
That's going to negate a big-time return, but Bulldogs will take over at their own 29.
8:53 left here in the first quarter here. This will be the second possession on offense by the Bulldogs.
Several Bulldog coaches wearing pink tonight, I guess, and I see the cheerleaders in pink as well. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Tanner McBee, he's got some room to
He's
run
got some
right
room
there.
to run, and he may be gone.
Got an angle on him, but he's going to beat him to the court. Oh! Drops the ball in the end zone, but
Good for Neville to recover.
Yeah,
That's a heads-up
went
play.
ahead and recovered it.
Yeah, that's a heads-up play by Neville right there.
Nice little run there by Tanner McBee. Touchdown Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's
That
a good
was
job by Carter. You never know what they're going to call right there. Go ahead and pick it up and make sure that they're going to
Yeah,
give us a
solidified
touchdown.
there. So that was about a 71-yard scamper there by McBee.
yeah, we'll see who they give credit for the touchdown to, but that's why you like guys trailing the play right there, and that way, if that kind of stuff happens, they're in position to pick up the ball or jump on the ball, whatever it takes. Hooker looks like they may be going for 2 here. Isaiah looking to throw it.
Quarterback's going to go ahead and
Head
keep
for the
it.
corner.
Scampers in untouched for 2-point conversion. 8:36 left in the first quarter. Hooker Bulldogs take the early lead, 8-0.
That's a good job by Isaiah when he gets that on the edge right there. He forces that I guess cornerback to make a decision on if he's going to go with the receiver or try to come up and make a play, and he's going to either dump it over the top or run it in.
That really puts the defensive kid on an island out there, and he's got to make a quick decision and make a good play. And Bulldogs were fortunate there.
You know, last week at Thomas, we do the same thing. We drive right down, get into the red zone, and we can't convert when we get inside the 20, and that happened more than once in the first quarter, I believe, and that was to me the difference in the ball game. When you get down in there, you got to score, and that time we were able to. So, as the season goes on, red zone opportunities, you got to convert, get something out of them.
Yeah, I thought that had a lot to do with momentum last week. Watching it here on the Bulldog Network from my house, I was fortunate enough. I hope everybody that's watching appreciates the Bulldog Network. We want to give a shout out to the sponsors that make this possible for everybody. But I always felt like after those first 2 or 3 drives we had last week, it sure shifted. The momentum sure shifted in Thomas's favor, and they were big and able to just pound the ball all night long and
wore us down.
Wore the Bulldogs down.
Yeah, like I said, you think if we could have converted early on, it could have changed that game. But
yeah, Bulldogs were early there on the kickoff, so we're going to have an illegal offsides on the Bulldogs.
On the kickoff.
They're going to move them back here, and we'll re-kick.
we've had plenty of those kind of penalties this year, not on special teams necessarily, but false start or offsides, illegal procedure. Those are things we've got to get corrected as we get through the season, or we won't be playing too many games in the off season. Those are mistakes that just kill drives.
Yeah, there were several times last week. I think maybe 1, maybe 2 drives where we had a couple false starts in a row.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah.
And I guess we were offsides when you tee the ball up at the 40.
35 is where we'll be kicking off. Alex Hernandez, good kick.
Good kick.
That's 2 in a row. He can kick the ball.
I remember him when he was in junior high. All he do is out there on the playground is kick the ball every day, all day. So
good coverage by the Bulldogs there.
Yeah, Bulldogs actually pretty fortunate on that. They don't lose a lot of normal expected field position off of the penalty there. So Beaver's going to be starting on the 26, 31, yeah, 31-yard line.
Blake and Lynch are there, Zeke Vega, Max Bratton. We had several kids right there, very good coverage.
Sending some younger kids down on kickoff, that's always good when you give your upperclassmen a break. Send those younger kids down, let them get a little experience. And 5 down linemen this time against Beaver. Nothing happening for
Nothing
Beaver.
going on there.
Good job by Dylan. Dylan held his guy up and plugged the hole up.
One good thing about the October games is that the sun sets pretty early, and the Hooker fans aren't blinded for a quarter and a half.
Hey, it's gorgeous right now.
Yeah, again, I'm a kind of a fair weather kind of guy, so this is my kind of hitting weather right here.
Yeah, it's probably, what, mid to high 60s, no breeze. Perfect night for football.
Beaver looking to throw the ball here on second down. Oh, nice job.
Nice job by Fisher there.
Nice job by Fisher.
He did a good job not touching or holding on to the, with his left hand on 4 and jumping over the top, knocking that away.
It's going to be third and a short 12, if that's applicable for the Beaver Dusters here, with 7:20 to go in the first quarter.
Timeout, Beaver.
Yeah, looks like Beaver has to take a timeout.
Guess Robbie's going to give it to him. You never know with him what he might do.
I wonder if they go back and evaluate the Hooker Bulldog Network.
They might want to this week, or maybe they won't want to. I don't know.
I used to call with these guys about 10 years ago, and I do know they go back and evaluate every game and try to get better, but I doubt that they look at the Hooker Bulldog Network, especially with these 3 monkeys that are calling the game tonight.
Yeah, they may be. This is only the beginning of a few jokes I'm feeling.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, they have no way to defend themselves, so.
And I gave them ample warning earlier this week, so.
They deserve it, though, I will say that. Third down and a long 12 for Beaver.
Under center tonight for the first time, if I remember correctly. Still back for a pass.
Oh, nice route, nice throw, just couldn't quite bring it in.
Yeah.
I'd been close to the marker and maybe a little short had he made the completion, but that's going to bring up 4th and long.
Yeah, he had a man. He broke right between 2 of the Bulldog defenders right there and kind of came open for a second. It was a good pass.
Again, Beaver in punt formation. Got men coming on late.
4th down and 12 for the Dusters.
A little bit of confusion maybe for Beaver again.
With Weston Haver hurt, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't have guys coming on late all game, because he plays on everything, I think.
We didn't worry about that back in the day because we never came off the field. So when you only got 15 guys out, you don't have to worry about coming off.
That's right.
Yeah, you were supposed to rub a little dirt on it and maybe tape a butt pad to whatever was there.
Shout out! That's a shout out to Dane Salaska right there. I think that's the name of his fantasy league football, is a roll of tape and a butt pad. I'm pretty sure that's the name of his fantasy league team.
Old Scholastic. I hope he's watching tonight. And shout out to Dane if he is.
1st and 10 Hooker from their own 38.
This is a good cut by McBee right there up the middle. The Dusters came in though and covered him up, gain of about 1.
Stopped by number 62, Sheldon Winkler for the Dusters. McBee picks up close to 2 on the play. 2nd down and 9.
It's like second and 9 for the Bulldogs here. Handoff again. This is Nick Barrios to the near side. He's got room. He's going to go.
We got a
As long as he
hold.
stayed in bounds right there.
There is a flag on the play. it looks
We
like.
got a hold.
Another hold.
Keyshawn held his block just a hair too long.
Flag at the 50 as we await. the
That's
call.
unfortunate for the Bulldogs.
It was right there on the edge.
So this will be coming back.
Holding is the call against the Bulldogs.
So they'll step it off from the point of the foul. Replay the down, looks like second and about
second where it
9.
was,
yeah,
right?
It is about exactly where it was, yeah.
Second and 9.
Yep.
Hooker comes out in twin split, and they've got 2 men in the backfield to give to
Barrios up the middle.
Barrios. Picks up a few.
Ball carrier Nick Barrios. Out past the 40 to the 41.
Third down and 7 for the Bulldogs on their own 42-yard line.
Third down and
41.
7.
Quick
Quick pass out to Neville.
Nice cut right there,
Yeah.
getting up and getting the first down.
Yeah.
Pass is complete. Number 7, Carter Neville on the far side of the
You know,
field.
Carter never really got too involved last week in that game, and I think that hurts us. He's good on that outside, getting the ball out to him quick, letting him do his thing, because he can pick up good yardage when he gets a chance.
Yeah, he had a really good game in that O'Keene game, the last game we did here at home, and I think you're right. He definitely needs to have the ball in his hands.
Same thing here, the other
Here we
side.
go again, yeah.
He's got room to
He
run
gets the
there.
block.
Oh, just pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, he's dangerous on that edge.
Neville is right out of bounds by number 25.
Yeah, he's a playmaker for the Bulldogs.
Ball played at the 26-yard line of the Dusters.
Bringing in Diego Mendoza, 55 for the Bulldogs. Had a substitution. He came in for, I think, Clarence.
Same formation here. Twins to the wide side of the field. Tanner just outruns that guy to the corner.
Wow.
Golly.
That's a great run.
Yeah, ball shooting out though. Spurting out there, clear out onto the track. I don't know for sure when it came out.
Looks like just shy of the goal line there.
Good to
Yeah.
see Tanner pop right up there.
I see the official with his foot. Looks like on like the 1 foot line.
The 1 foot yard line.
1 foot yard line with his foot.
Yeah, we're short of the goal line about the width of Buddy's foot.
That's a pretty good distance.
Which is, it might be 3 or 4 yards.
Bulldogs tight now, tight formation. Give to Barrios, makes a cut, walks in.
Walks into the end zone.
The Hooker line up front is doing a really good job of locking their men up and getting some good holes for the running backs to cut up field.
Yeah, linemen doing a good job tonight. Untouched.
Yeah, Shane, I got a text just a second ago saying they hear you occasionally, but they don't hear the 3 ding-dongs never, which is probably good, but Bulldogs going for 2 again.
Carter's in motion, pitch to him. Oh, he's going to
Oh, he's going to throw it wide open. Are
Nice.
we? Oh,
Two-point conversion from Neville to Dawson Metcalf is no good. Caught, but out of bounds. 5:05 to go in the first quarter. The Bulldogs 14, the Dusters 0.
$14-0. 5 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the first quarter. Bulldogs.
Somebody needs to tell the Bulldogs we need to go back to the 35 again, or we're going to have the same problem we did last kickoff.
No, it's X'd on the 40 out
yeah,
there.
you just can't get in front of the kick.
Oh, I
yeah, we
gotcha.
got
My
in
bad.
front of the kick last time.
Oh, my bad.
Bulldogs huddle up and get the go go-ahead from the official before they break, which always gives you a chance to kick an onside if you need to, right there out of that huddle, or split out and kick it deep. That could come into play later in the season. Pretty good shots up in there. People taking on pretty good blocks, man.
Hey, let's get it, defense!
Nice stop on the return. Going to give...
Another good job of coverage.
Yeah. Give Beaver the ball on about the
25
25-yard line, their own 25-yard
Tackle
line.
made by 55 for the Bulldogs. Diego Mendoza.
25, 20. The scoreboard says 27. Looks,
First down.
yeah, that's about right. 27-yard line.
26.
So first and 10 for Beaver here.
Beaver has men split on both sides. The formation. Strong to their left. Flag comes flying in.
Flag fly on the play.
Comes flying in the neighborhood of holding, but we'll see. Wait and see what the call is. And it is holding on Beaver.
Ball against the offense.
Again, those kind of penalties just kill drives.
Yeah, on first down like that.
Yeah. We got to experience plenty of that last week. Not good to be on that end of it.
10-yard line. And now it's first and 20 for the Huskers.
Starting to cool down here on the field, and the mosquitoes are coming up. I think I've had my malaria vaccination, so I may be in trouble down here. I have my short pants on.
What about yellow fever? We're not used to having mosquitoes this late in the year out here in the Panhandle.
Pass across the middle. Oh, nice. Did he catch that ball?
Man, that was a
Officials
great
haven't made it.
catch.
That was a
Made a
great
play, but it looks like they're going to give possession to the Bulldogs. That's a great play by number 11 there, Mr. Metcalf.
Unbelievable. Went up for that ball and was able to hang on to it and bring it down.
Kind of got his legs taken out from him.
Metcalf gives the Dogs good field position at the 24-yard line. First down, Hooker.
They have been missing good stuff. Just keep going.
Don't know if we're exactly on top of our game quite yet, but we're getting closer.
Quick throw out to the edge. Ooh, the pop with the stop.
Gone.
Yeah, gone.
Nice job, Ken.
Bulldogs with the touchdown there.
The pop to Dawson and the stop to Dawson and the pop to Tanner.
A little bit of showmanship from the Bulldogs there.
Showmanship, my friend. Showmanship. Bulldogs line up to kick the extra point.
It may be hard for Carson to hear the audio since he's not got his headphones on.
Kick is up. And good.
Is good by number 2 for the Bulldogs, Chase Fisher.
That's Fisher with the extra point. That's going to bring the score to 21-0 now with 4:33 to go in the first.
The Bulldogs extend their lead 21-0 with 4:33 to go in the first.
Okay.
Hooker out to a really, really good start tonight.
Yeah, Bulldogs up 21-0 with 4:33 here to go in the first quarter.
Kickoff back on the field again. They're getting a pretty good workout tonight so far.
I just got a text saying that it appears that they can hear everything now. So, yeah, well, technology's grand when it works, but when it doesn't, it's frustrating. So, We apologize to all the viewers for the technical difficulties that we've had, but if you haven't donated to the Bulldog Network,
now's maybe not a good time to advertise.
No, that's the perfect time.
perfect time. We might need some more money to
need all the help we
invest
can
in
get.
some more technology.
That's right.
With the amount we've had donated so far, that's just for the audio. You got to give more for the, for the video. You got to give more for
Got to
the
get
audio.
more for the audio. We do thank all the sponsors.
Hooker to kick off. Alex Hernandez, left-footed kicker. Big boot. Deep and out of bounds. So Beaver will take over at their own 35-yard line
35, yes, sir.
with the penalty. Still a good kick. Put a little funk on it. Ball went on out of bounds, but
Yeah, he's had a good job. He's done a really good job this year kicking off.
that's a big deal. You got a kicker that can kick that deep every time. That's the possession battle, big time right there. If you can pin them down there and inside their own 30 or inside their own 20, big battles to win as you get against teams that are going to be tougher and tougher to win.
Yeah, we are back off. I just got another text saying they heard us for just a bit, but jumped down.
Yeah, I heard that. I got the same thing.
So,
Ball giving up the middle. Still on his feet. Got kind of a scrum before the runner is brought down at about the 38-yard line now of Beaver.
Ryder Linville, it looked like with the carry for Beaver. It was a tough run there.
Yeah, 2nd down and 7.
yeah, it does look like Mark's downstairs working on it. So,
I know we've got some new equipment and stuff, and there's some kinks we got to get worked out. But
we don't quite have the budget of NBC or ESPN, so.
Beaver under center again, gives to the I don't know, that would
What
be the
that was
fullback
that
maybe.
the up back?
Up
Yeah.
back. All right.
Yeah.
Quick give and a pretty good gain for him right there, hitting the hole quick.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 2 here for the Dusters. This will be the best 3rd down position they've been in all evening.
Yeah, 3rd and 2. Ball's placed on their own 43-yard line.
See if Bulldogs can get a stop here.
Yeah, staying
Probably.
in that 4-man front with linebackers walked up close to the line of scrimmage on 3rd and short. Quarterback keeps around the edge, and I think he's going to pick it up.
Yep. Beaver offense got a little bit of something going here now.
Yeah, I think that's the first down, isn't it not?
I think so too.
For the Dusters this evening.
1st and 10 now from their own 47-yard line.
Got Johnny Ugarte coming back into the game.
Hooker brings in another lineman now, down lineman, 5 men down.
That right there at the line by the Bulldogs.
Keyshawn did a good job fighting through that block and getting a hand on him and holding him up a little bit.
Still a positive for the Dusters, about 2-yard gain. Should put the ball right about midfield now. Second down and 8 for the Dusters.
2nd down and 8 from midfield for the Dusters.
Hooker with a good push up the line right there.
Big, yeah. Oh, nice catch.
Risky pass there, but nice catch by the.
Tanner almost had that. Good catch by Clay Pugh there for Beaver.
Yeah, kind of threaded the needle right there. There were defenders all around, but he's able to get it through them, and nice catch.
Yeah, Kevin Alvarado here on this side. Looked like him and maybe Efren got a good push on the left side, but the quarterback was able to get the pass off.
Still short, though, the first down. About a yard short, 3rd and 1.
Got to think it's probably 2 down territory for Beaver here.
Yeah, I agree. Hooker still in a 5-man front. Quarterback keeps it. He ain't going to do nothing.
Well, he made a nice little
good
second push,
effort.
but
Yeah,
second
good
effort.
second effort got him real close.
I think he got it.
Initially had a pretty good stop, but quarterback kind of squirted loose and I think picked up the first down.
He did.
But Wilkerson is able to get the first down with forward progress. 1st and 10 Dusters. Ball officially
That's going to bring up 1st and 10 now for the Dusters at the Hooker 42-yard line. This defense needs to get a stop here and get too deep in our own territory. Another good job by our defensive line firing off the football. They're always at least a step or 2 deep into the backfield when the ball is snapped.
Yeah, they're getting a good push there. Looked like a pass intended to number 11 there for Beaver, Colby McDonald.
I never played quarterback, and I can imagine when you got 4 or 5 guys that quick into the backfield, it might affect your accuracy a bit.
Yeah, ready to go ahead and get rid of it.
2nd down and 10 for the Dusters.
Got 40 seconds to go down the first quarter. Beaver under center. Again, that quick give to the up back. Pretty good looking play.
Yeah, good job by right when the running back got it, looked like he had a pretty big hole and the defense kind of collapsed on him.
I can see that thing popping and going for a little ways if our defense is not where they're supposed to be. So that's a good job by Hooker's defense stopping that play.
It's going to be 3rd and 7 here with about 12 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
I don't think they're going to get the play off.
No, I think they're going to go ahead and let the first quarter end. So at the end here, at the first quarter, Bulldogs up 21-0.
Here at Bulldog Stadium. Bulldogs 21, Dusters 0. As we head to the second.
Well, here we go, starting the second quarter here. Bulldogs up 21-0. It's 3rd and about 7-yard line. 7 yards to go for the Beaver Dusters on the Bulldog 40-yard line.
Now Beaver's got a little something going here. They've had a couple first downs. They're going to try to keep it going.
So we'll see what they come out here to start the second quarter with. Looks like they're going to be in shotgun, empty backfield, so. No, yes, there we go.
3rd down and 7 for the Dusters.
Handoff up the middle.
Yeah. Nice tackle there by Nick Barrios.
Nice tackle by the Bulldogs. Going to force a 4th and long for the Dusters. I would imagine they're probably in 4th down territory, don't you think, Wiley?
Yeah, I would think so. Being down 21-0, looks like they're running in a play. It looks like. I don't think they'll probably punt it.
Earlier in the game, they went into the punt formation before they even got out of the huddle. So I think you're probably right.
Yeah, 4th and 7 here. Come out in the same formation, double tight ends, split outs on both sides. Threw it right to
Throw it
Carter.
right to Carter. And
He's
Carter's got
gone.
lots of room to
Yeah.
run. He's gone.
Great play by Carter Neville right
Carter,
there.
just a gift by the Dusters there for the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Hit him right in the breadbasket.
Yeah, they were running a slant. That receiver had a little room behind him, but he just underthrown a little bit and right to Carter.
Yeah, Bulldog touchdown. With 11 minutes to go here in the second quarter, Bulldogs up 27-0.
That's a pretty big kick in the stomach if you're a Beaver right there. You gotta, you got a drive going. You got a couple first downs and get it to fourth down to kind of stall a little bit, and then go for it and that happens. That's a tough break.
And the Bulldogs are on for the point after.
Bulldogs going for 2 here again. We'll jump pass to number 4 there at the back of the end one.
Yeah.
So Bulldogs successfully convert the extra point conversion. So it's going to be 29-0 with 11 minutes to go early in the second quarter. Well, it appears that the technical difficulties have been resolved that we had earlier in the game. So we want to welcome everybody to the Bulldog Network. We thank everybody for taking time out of their evenings to watch the Bulldogs. We do want to take a moment to give thanks to all the sponsors that make this possible. For anybody out there that's listening that hasn't donated to the Bulldog Network, we sure hope that you do. Just you can contact Shane Metcalf for that, and he can hook you up with how that works. As Micah said earlier, that nobody heard, but what we spent money on so far in the Bulldog Network is for audio or for video, but now we need a little bit of money for
Now
audio.
we're working
apparently.
on the audio, yeah.
And we need money for a truck and a crew.
That's what I was going to say. I don't know that this isn't the most professional bunch of announcers we got up here, but we do work cheap.
Well, this
so.
is the A-team. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. People get what they pay for.
That's
This
right.
is
We're
free service.
If you want us off of here, give money now. Line drive kick.
Good bounce there, though. Taking the ball about the 8-yard
Bunch
line.
of blue jerseys out in front right there, but
Couple of missed
Nice
tackles.
tackle.
out of bounds.
Nice stick by Lynch there. Oh, Lakin getting some love on the sidelines for that one.
Tell you what,
He's fun to watch. He'll stick his head in there.
Yeah, I got to coach these kids when they were 5th and 6th graders, as you probably heard me say before. And Lakin has a lot of savvy. You know,
The horse sense of the kid.
He was a middle backer.
Would you say that he has
The
horse
sense, yeah, if you will. But no, he was a middle backer, and man, he just always was in the right place at the right time. So
He's had kind of some bad luck with a few injuries here and there.
yeah, he has a hard time staying healthy, but when he is, he does a good job.
He does.
Here's that little quick play again. We're doing a good job stopping that.
Keyshawn with a great hit there.
Because that guy's got a full head of steam coming up in the middle, and he has not managed to gain much on that. I'm surprised. Keyshawn and Carter both in on that one.
Last week, Keyshawn was in double-digit tackles, and he was giving up 100 pounds of the guy that was playing in front of him.
Just 100?
Just 100.
Yeah, that Thomas line was big. They had some big boys up front.
I think we were more intimidated than anything. I don't know that they were 21 points better than us, but
Keyshawn again.
Yeah.
Maybe Robbie may call a face mask there.
Tackles made up high, so it could have been back of the helmet or anything, which will be a face mask if it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can't blame a kid when they're hustling and
You're trying to hang on. It's kind of whatever you can get a hold of.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keyshawn broke free and came at him, and he kind of ducked under, and he was just trying to grab whatever he could grab.
So benefit of the penalty there by the Dusters.
Big penalty.
Big penalty. They're going to give them first down and 10.
First down.
They'll be starting right here about the Bulldog 48-yard line.
Clock running now, just under 10 minutes to play in the half. Beaver reverses out.
Quarterback
keeps
keeper.
it.
Nice job by Kevin Alvarado.
Yeah, he read that play all the way.
Yeah, kept outside, contain, and made the tackle. Good job.
That's going to give the Dusters second and long. It's going to be about 2nd and 20 from their own 48-yard line now. Or 39-yard line, excuse me.
We'll bring up 2nd down and 18 for the Dusters back in their own territory at the 44.
Well, there's not very many plays in the playbook for 2nd and 18 or 2nd and 20.
No, and it gives those defensive linemen a chance to kind of pin their ears back and just...
Kind of blood in the water.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's exactly right.
Quarterback keeps it right up the middle and stopped about in the original line, about the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, minimal gain, if any, right there.
Makes it tough here when everyone in the whole stands kind of knows you're
comes in late, I'm sure.
Kind of
gonna be on us.
Quarterback keeper, and there's a flag at the end of the play.
Unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike on the Bulldogs. That'll be 15 years.
I don't know that we've seen that one this year so far.
I'd like to know what that was, because that was way late. We're helping our own guys up, and, you know, I mean, maybe they're jawing out there a little bit or something, but that's 30 yards in penalties on this drive right there.
Yeah, that's going to make this 3rd and short for the Dusters.
I see Isaiah coming off the sideline a little bit.
Frustrated.
A good word. Beaver now with a 3rd and short.
Fumbles the snap.
Ball's on the ground, yeah.
Fisher knife through there.
4th down now. That's going to bring up 4th and about 5. 4th and 4.
Yeah, I imagine the Dusters will go for it here again.
Yeah, they're all actually in Hooker territory. Bulldog territory, maybe I should say.
It's a little better, maybe.
Sounds better anyway.
4th and 4.
So the Bulldogs looking for a stop here on 4th down. Looks like we bring Tanner back down into the box again.
Quarterback's
a little sluggo.
It's out. Ooh, almost intercepted by Dawson. He had a good jump on that ball, but couldn't quite get to it.
The outside receiver ran a slant and go and kind of broke free, but he was going for the underneath man there and couldn't come up with him.
That quarterback just didn't have any time to see because Bulldogs got a lot of good pressure there. So.
And that's the first time we've seen him roll left.
Yes.
Been wanting to roll right on all of his passes. That's a harder throw.
Hooker will take over now in their own territory. 1st and 10 on the 42-yard line.
7:51 left to play in the first half. Bulldogs lead 29-0.
Beaver's running man on the outside. Got 2 guys down low trying to stop the run.
Nice job by Barrios.
Nice job just taking what's given to him and making a great gain out of that play. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
He's limping a little bit. He got stuck right there at the end.
The Bulldogs were in the pistol that time with a running back on either side of the quarterback and then one more back and they're in that same formation again here. Not exactly sure what you call
Efren
that.
Castaneda.
Efren, yeah.
Efren with a good little run there, about 5-yard gainer.
Number 58 in the backfield.
58 in the roster, number 1 in your hearts.
2nd down and 5 now for Hooker. We're going to stay with what we've been doing so far. To give to Isaiah, trying to get around the edge. You have to get upfield, Isaiah.
Oh, nice hit by Dawson.
Takes
there.
a pretty good. There's another flag.
That's going to be on Beaver.
Maybe that'll be on Beaver, a late hit.
I don't know. We'll see.
I think he wanted to talk about that hit after he made it.
see what they call here. I noticed both of them kind of were in each other's face when they got up. We'll see.
Yeah, White Hat's going over to talk to the sideline judge. I suspect this is on Beaver. Unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike.
So that moves the ball 15 yards in the Bulldogs' favor.
That'll help.
Isaiah's probably he's still a little warm from that last defensive series, so he was running with a little anger there.
Yeah.
And the Dusters did a good job on that play, stringing it out to the sideline, waiting on help. So.
Yeah, they did.
Tanner deep. Efren and Isaiah. Ball's given to Tanner, and he's ridden down for about a 1 yard gain.
Efren with a nice lead block there. Didn't really pan out. Beaver did a really good job of coming up and filling the hole.
I think it's always good to give defenses different look. Gives those guys watching film next week another thing to prepare for as well. There's a ball up top.
Wide open, goes up and gets it. Nice catch by Mr. Metcalf.
Tough to defend against that.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
It looked like he probably could have kept going. He just put on the brakes and went up and got it at the highest point. That was a great job by Dawson. Good catch. Good catch, good throw.
He makes that kind of stuff look easy, and
it's kind of like that interception earlier.
Yeah.
Bulldogs lining up for the extra point here.
Fisher to attempt it.
Carter Neville to hold.
Up and good.
So with 16-18 to play in the second quarter, the Bulldogs extend their lead to 36-0 on the Dusters.
Seeing more young guys stepping out here for kickoff team right now. These guys had a JV game earlier this week, and it was pretty darn cold. I think it was mid 40s and wind blowing about 40. It was cold.
Yeah, I had a coach in Groover that always said if the wind speed exceeds the the air temperature, it's the time to call off outdoor sporting events. I always thought that was a pretty good gauge, especially at track meets.
It was a JV game versus Guyman JV, and it was cold.
Got some pink footballs going up into the stands.
See if anybody can make a good one-hand catch up there.
Yeah, doing a little bit of scouting for the future here.
Those things are falling like gumdrops from the sky.
Kind of reminds me of the hailstones from March.
Don't say that.
Cheerleaders down there with some cannons.
The ball is kicked off, another line drive kick. Oh, gets past the receiver.
It went in the end zone.
It did go in the end zone. Fortunate for Beaver there, really.
That's a hot one to handle. That thing was
kind of a line drive spiral.
That thing hits you, leave a 2-foot hole coming out.
Yeah.
Beaver's going to take over at their own 20 after the touchback. 6 minutes and 18 seconds to go in the half.
We're going to start in the shotgun formation here, pistol formation, just like Hooker ran last series.
Uh-oh, little razzle-dazzle.
Yeah, met in the backfield.
Quarterback turned the wrong way, or the running back ran to the wrong hole one. And that is Westenhaver back in taking snaps, and he is really gimpy.
Loss of about 5 on the play.
Brenton Westhaver, and he is tackled by number 58.
Yeah, he's still hurting, isn't he?
Second and 15 now from their own 15-yard line.
Second down and 15 with the ball at the 15.
Beaver looking to throw the ball. Kind of lobs it
deep.
up top. Nice throw. Ooh,
Oh, way
Good
to
recovery.
heck of a job on
Tanner McBee
Tanner
knocked it
McBee.
away.
Yeah, that's
man.
a good play by Tanner.
He had a step. The ball was in the air a little bit too long. Tanner made a good recovery and closed on it.
Yeah, he did. Had a step. The receiver had a step. Quarterback made a really pretty good throw. Kind of put it up there, let him run underneath it, but Tanner was able to get underneath it and bat it away. Good job.
Receiver on the last play, number 11, Kobe McDonald.
I'll bring up 3rd and long for Beaver. From their own 25.
Yeah, looks like they're going to call a timeout.
Or their own
Yeah.
15, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
About 5:30 to play here. It's going to be Beaver 3rd and 15. On the 15, it looks like. So I'm taking a timeout to talk about it a little bit. This is a good opportunity for us to again thank our sponsors. It wouldn't be possible to have the Bulldog Network without you, and we want to just give you a big shout out.
Some big fundraisers going on around Hooker this next couple of weeks. We've got the Gridiron Gang is selling $2 chances on a fire pit, a custom-made fire pit that's going to be given away at halftime of the next home game against Fairview on Parents' Night, and also giving away 2 chances to win a quarter of a processed beef that is here and ready to go. And I also know that FFA is having their auction on their, if you need some work done, they've got their hand sale coming up for, I think that's going to be at Oklahoma Smoke. And I think that's October 28th, I think is when I saw that.
We got the, in the Cager Club, I believe, is selling T-shirts for the basketball.
They are
Group in there?
selling T-shirts, and those orders are due November 1st. We went up to we were lucky enough to have Panhandle State's men's basketball come over and put on an exhibition game last night in Bulldog Gym, and those guys are fun to watch.
Yeah.
Nice seeing some local faces playing.
Yeah, that was a neat deal. I know a lot of the kids in school really enjoyed that.
Coach Olson, he he's been seems like around for a while, and he does good things for OPSU.
We've got a flag on that deep
he gonna-
pass.
Are they going to call that defensive pass interference?
Well, I guess we'll see what they do here.
Yes, they are.
Oh.
Well, when you're leading 36-0 in the first half, you got to play extra clean, because any tweener call they're going to get, if it's one that it's a 50-50 call, it's no longer a 50-50 call when it's this lopsided. So you got to know that going into this and play as clean as you can.
Yeah, the good thing about that is it's not a spot of the foul, and so we're going to have a chance to stop him here with 3rd and short. Third and very short, but 3rd and short. Little confusion here. Maybe on where the ball needs to be spotted, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was close. It was right there on the 15.
The ball was on the 15 initially.
Yeah, I believe so.
I think they've got it where they want it now. So Beaver looks to try to pick up a first down now on 3rd and short. Hooker walks in close to the line, and
he's going to get it on second effort.
Yeah, Beaver got a pretty good push by their offensive line, enough to help them pick up the first down.
Quarterback keeper number 25.
1st and 10.
Hunter Wilkerson.
32-yard line.
32-yard line, and that'll be enough yardage for a first down and 10 for the Dusters.
So the clock is running now with 5:12 to go in the half.
Yeah, we'll see what the Bulldogs do here on defense. You know they're wanting to stop them here and try to get the ball back before halftime one more time. So.
Quarterback sprints
Rolling
out.
left into Keyshawn.
Keyshawn again, great job. He's so quick there on the front line that, you know, like Shane was saying a couple weeks ago, we just out-quick people in the front and make a jump and get through that hole. He did a really good job there.
Now, Keyshawn's not your average defensive lineman. Whenever he nearly qualified for state at the regional track meet in the 100-meter dash. You can play defensive back, outside linebacker. He'll play back. You can play wide receiver. You can put him anywhere. He's just an athlete. He'll play.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see Johnny Yu up there too as the nose guard. They're quick getting through that hole. Same thing here.
Same thing. He's untouched there.
Jailbreak.
Yeah.
Quarterback keeper for Wilkerson, number 25 up the middle, and he is.
Quarterback did a good job in limiting the negative.
And I think Beaver's really struggling right here to find who's going to go in at quarterback, because I think Weston Haber usually is the one that takes the majority of the snaps.
He's hurt his ankles.
And he came in and tried to play at the beginning of this series, and he's like playing on one bad wheel.
Yeah.
So they've got, let's see, I can't tell who they've got in at quarterback now.
25
maybe?
That's a nice little throw.
That was a nice little throw.
Hunter Wilkerson looks like another senior there on the throw.
Yeah, Beaver gains about 12 yards on that play.
4th and 5. Dawson gets back to receive the punt. We'll see what they do here. They are in punt formation. Dawson ran back there almost like he was anxious to receive this punt.
It's like the Bulldogs are setting up for a return.
That ball is going to hit once. Dawson takes it on the first bounce. And down he goes.
At the 44-yard line.
Yeah, 44.
Yeah.
Sheldon Winkler's punt, fielded by number 11, Johnson Metcalf.
Just saw an orange football go flying over the past the cheerleaders,
box.
over the crowd, over the press box, and out into the parking lot. So 2:32 left in the first half. Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10 here. The Twins right, single receiver left, Isaiah's out left.
2:32 left on the clock to start this drive for the Bulldogs in the first half.
Donovan's going to throw that ball, across the middle to Dawson.
Dawson was wide open, and he's down.
Wow.
That made it look easy there.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Wow.
And a nice throw. That ball was on a rope.
Yeah, that was a great throw. He had a little pressure too, and he stood in there and delivers a strike to Dawson, who makes a man miss and goes the distance.
And that may be the last you see of a lot of our starters. I think this will be. You'll see a lot of younger faces out here the whole second half.
We talked about this a few weeks ago. It's sure nice. Those headlights, they're off, but it had some headlights on right in the face of the kicker. nice to be able to get younger kids out there and get some playing time in these kind of games. That's just something that builds on the future.
Good kick.
Good job with Carter getting that ball down again.
Yeah, he did a good job of taking a little bit of a high snap there.
Yeah.
With 2:20 to go in the first half, Bulldogs are up 42-0.
43-0.
43-0, yeah. Forgot about that extra point.
There it is. They still count the extra point as one, don't they?
Apparently.
There's a rule change this week I didn't know about.
Yeah, Shane's normally the resident rules expert if we've got any questions.
If I'm the rules expert in this crew, we are in deep trouble.
I know when you go for two, you get two if you get it. I know that.
But if you don't, you get one if you get it, right? Is that how that works?
You guys got enough youth up there around you, hanging around you. Why don't you just ask some of them?
Yeah.
Take a poll.
We may have some guest broadcasters in the second half. See if we can't get the opinions of some of the older elementary kids here, the 5th and 6th graders.
Got to give a shout out to Carson Maloney. He stepped in here with no experience at all and is running the switcher and switching between cameras and running ads. So it's good to have someone that wants to step in and help out. And I know he's gonna do a real good job once he gets used to running all this.
Yeah, I suspect he thinks this is probably easier than working steers and goats.
And he's probably right.
At least cleaner.
And it's like the NWO. Once you're in, you cannot get out.
Yeah. You're in for life.
You are in for life.
Well, we do want to thank him for stepping in and doing that.
We also got Daryl Atkins up there running the main camera that runs the majority of all the gameplay stuff that you see from the press box.
Yeah,
he's the staple of cameramen for the Bulldog Network.
You know, I heard a rumor last week that he's turned down several jobs from ESPN and NBC and CBS because of the quality of work he does. So we do appreciate him working for free.
Mighty generous.
He kind of looks like Santa Claus right now, though. Getting ready for the holidays, I think.
Oh,
fumbled.
ball's on the ground.
Duster does get back on it, and it's going to be second and long here for the Dusters.
Well, the clock goes under 2 minutes here in the first half. The loss will bring up second and a ways. Looks like
20?
Sure, maybe 17.
17?
Loss of close to 10 on the play for the Dusters. Ball is placed at the 18-yard line.
Going to be under 1:30 when they snap the ball here left in the first half.
Again, second down and long. Quarterback letting the clock run down before he takes the snap here.
I'm a little surprised they went with a pass with as much time as it took.
Good catch there.
Yeah, those little slants like that, out, a lot of times that's all you need to do to keep the defense honest. They're doing a good job of completing those passes right now.
We've been walking Tanner up, and playing man on the outside and trying to get, 8 or 9 men in the box. And you're right, they run a slant like that or something. We hadn't had anybody deep.
Yeah, nice pickup for Beaver right there. I guess they gained maybe 15 yards on that play.
Yeah, it's going to make it 3rd and 7.
A little bit more manageable now for Beaver.
Beaver does have 1 timeout left. But they don't appear to be in a big hurry. We got a false start.
Running back move.
Boy, that, again, we talked about this many times, but those are just tough to overcome.
They sure kill momentum real fast.
So now instead of 3rd and 6, you're looking at 3rd and 11.
With about 31 seconds to go.
That's part of probably, bringing in another quarterback. They don't have his cadence down. They're maybe used to their starting quarterback, and it's going to take a little while to get used to his cadence and where they're not jumping.
Unless they get a first down here, it's probably last play of the first half.
Yep. Yeah, we're down to 10 seconds here. Quarterback is back pass. There is a flag on the play. Throws a duck. And doesn't look like Bulldogs come up with the interception.
Yeah, Tanner was on that one, but I think
He
it
double
bounced
caught
off
that.
his chest.
He's not happy.
The end-over-end pass threw him for a loop there.
Yeah, there still is a flag on the play. We'll see what the call here was.
Kind of in the area of holding, but we will see.
Whitehead does signal that it's holding on the Dusters, so Bulldogs decline it. It's going to be 4th and a long 11 for the Dusters with 3 seconds to go here in the first half.
They might run this around a little bit and then, oh no.
Yeah,
they
clock
wound
starts
it, yeah.
and just letting it die.
That'll be the last play of the first half.
So last play of the first half, going into halftime, Bulldogs are up 43-0 over the Beaver Dusters. We want to take this time to thank the sponsors. We hope that you look at all of those on the screen during halftime, and we'll be back here in a few minutes to start the third quarter. Bulldogs will be kicking off to start the third quarter.
Looks like the
on grades 7 through 12 with the fifth quarter tonight following the ball game is going to be at the Church of Christ. Again, all students grades 7 through 12.
see a lot of familiar faces on the kicking team. We'll see what Bulldogs do to start the game on defense, and then offensively whether they come out and play a series or two or whether we're done with starters for the game.
So welcome back to the Hooker Bulldog Network. Beginning of the third quarter here. Bulldogs kicking it off. Nice little kick by the Bulldogs. Taken by the Dusters deep in their own territory. Taken down just shy of the 25-yard line.
I think starters are going to go one series.
11, Kobe McDonald tackled by
I agree with that 100%. Bring your starters out. Let them go a series. Kind of get used to coming out of the locker room and playing a series, and then get them out of there. We don't have to worry about injuries.
It's a good job on the kickoff there by Ivan Figueroa, sophomore.
You got Lakin.
Went down,
Lakin's
good tackle.
in there right now at middle linebacker.
ball placed at the 23-yard line.
Who is Lakin? Oh, yeah.
Is.
Yeah, he is.
Yep. Probably in for Nick, isn't he?
Probably so.
I think Nick got a little dinged up in that first half. He may be done for the night.
Ooh, nice play.
Carter Neville
by
broke
Neville.
on that.
Yeah, got a good jump on that ball. Wasn't able to pick it, but able to bat it down. Bring up second down and 10 for the Dusters.
Wilkerson was going to his right, intended for number 85.
Ball sitting on the 24-yard line of Beaver.
Keyshawn checking in for Johnny Yu, defensive line.
Second down, Beaver.
Still a beautiful night here for football.
Boy, it is nice. Gonna roll left. Looks like he's wanting to run it.
Nice job
Wilkerson
turning back
goes to the
in.
side
And
of the field, keeps the ball.
Good job by Lakin. Getting upfield, making him cut in.
Yeah.
Good job.
Fisher.
Like I said, you watch him a little bit, you'll see he's got good instincts. He finds that crease and gets up in it and is able to make plays.
He does fly to the ball. No one would ever guess this is just his third year of football.
Third down now. 3rd and 11.
He would be real dangerous if he'd been playing since 7th grade.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
he's had a bad run of injuries that kept him out of a lot of playing time.
Ball placed at the 22.
Beaver goes with that quick handoff again right up the middle. They gain a few yards, but it's still going to be 4th and long.
Handoff up the middle.
Keyshawn and Carter.
For the Dusters.
Fisher.
Yeah,
Coach Johnson.
slew of them in there. I think Keyshawn may have been first to make contact.
Johnson gets the ball to the 25-yard line before he's driven back
Dawson
by a
is
pack of
back
dogs
to
on the
receive
play.
the punt.
Fourth down now for the Dusters and 8. Metcalf back deep for the Bulldogs.
Beaver needs to get down there and cover this ball. He don't want to let him free in the open. They're going to kick it away from him.
Muff kick there. Bulldogs will be taking over on downs here. Well, they'll be taking over after 4th down, I guess. Just inside.
About the 34-yard line, looks like.
We got good field position to start the half here.
That's the thing about trying to kick away from the guy. Sometimes you overcompensate and then you end up with that, which is about a 10-yard net punt.
Yeah, it looked like it came off side of his foot to me.
Bulldogs still have the starters on the field here for this first series of offense. There's that quick toss out to Carter on the edge.
Woo!
Nice blocking out in front of him there.
Yeah, good move too.
Yeah, nice move. Picks up
Carter's
big
changed
yardage.
direction.
Quick like that.
Start and stop like that just makes me hurt thinking about that.
Good things happen when that kid has the ball in his hands. He's a gamer.
I wonder if you'll see the same thing the other side of the field this time. Nope. Give to Keyshawn. He's hard to bring down.
Good tough run.
Dragged several defenders with him for
close to a first down.
Yeah, at least 7 yards, maybe 8.
Clarence gets up a little gimpy on that. I think he may have been standing next to a pile and got rolled up a little bit, but he's moving.
Go Clarence.
Clarence got it. Clarence got it.
Looks like he may have taken one below the belt, maybe. He might trying to breathe it out.
Well, Clarence, he's got a little meanness to him. Kind of like that in a football player.
Yeah. Keyshawn tries to bounce it outside. Beaver did a good job closing on him.
About to the original line of scrimmage on that, or the line of scrimmage on that play is going to bring up 3rd and 1. Need to punch it in here. We need to keep like Shane said earlier, that blood in the water mentality.
Yeah.
Stay after him, punch it in. Good quick, good speed. Can't get to the edge though. Again, Beaver does a good job stringing that play out.
Did a good job of stringing that out.
Yeah, at some point you gotta just cut it, get upfield, and get what you can get.
And they're gonna give Cade a chance to kick this. It's far right hash, so that'll make it a whole lot harder.
Is right hash good hash?
Maybe. Is that Fernandez going to come in?
This is. Fisher's a toe poker, so it wouldn't line up very good for him. So let's see if the soccer style makes any difference.
Going to switch.
Kicking left-footed from the right hash.
Switch Carter around too on the hold. That'll be interesting to see how we do here.
Everything's out of whack.
Ooh, smoked somebody. I have not heard a whistle.
No,
but I did not either.
Looked like it went right into the Beaver line there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a live ball or not. I'll have to be honest.
Well, it's a good job of the Bulldogs noticing the whistle was not blown, picking up the ball and at least, giving it a shot. We'll see what the officials do here.
They're talking about it. They're not sure.
Yeah, till that whistle blows, you keep playing.
Yep. Like first down Beaver.
Yeah.
Yep, they got together and got it all hashed out.
Yeah, this officiating crew put all their weight together and figured it out. And they are hefty, especially the back judge.
That's spoken by Zach Perkins.
So we got, looks like Ivan Figueroa's coming in for Efren.
Got a
Fisher's coming out. Dylan's coming out.
And have a pretty good
Johnny Ugarte's back in.
Good amount of substitution here. I saw 55 come in, 51 come in.
Yabani Kano's 51. Jacob Locke's 88. So we got some little substitution going on. Zeke Vega's coming in at safety.
deep in their own territory at their 11.
Beaver tries to run right up the middle again, met by Dawson Metcalf, and who is that? That's 55, I was saying. That came
Diego.
in. Diego.
Yeah. And Christian Hidalgo comes in for Dawson, and we'll get him out of there. So we got Ivan on the line. Looks like maybe Rodolfo.
I think the only original starter
Johnny.
that's in still right now is Lenny Fernandez. No, Carter Neville's in there still too.
Him and Carter and Johnny Ugarte still in, looks like.
Okay. I like switching them in a couple plays at a time where we get everybody lined up right.
Yeah, let them warm up a little bit. There's a give to the tailback. He kind of breaks it back across the grain and back into the traffic.
Keeps his legs moving.
Good carry. It's going to be close to a first down, but I think it will be third.
There, Lenny comes out now. Looks like Carter's maybe heading out.
It is going to be a first down. They are keeping the clock running here in the second half. So we're
That'll
down
go
to
fast
about
too.
2:40 left in the third quarter.
I would imagine we'll see a running clock, won't we, now for the next 14, 15 minutes of the game.
Rahilio Mesta is out there at left corner.
Beaver with first down now, first and 10 from their own 21-yard line. Looking to throw it here on first down. Quarterback sprints out, lobs it over the top.
Got a man, just overthrew him.
Just over his head.
Maybe a little mix-up on coverage on who had deep and who had flats.
Yeah, I didn't see if we're in, I'm guessing we're in a zone here.
Intended receiver on the last play Q, number 85.
I like that Bulldog flag. I haven't seen that before. I like that one.
Yeah, I noticed we've had that out last several games, that one along with the American flag.
Yeah, that's good.
Look good together.
Second down and 10 for Beaver. Give to that up back, that quick give. Good job hanging on over there.
Number 20, Coach Johnson, the ball carrier.
That was number 55, Diego.
I'm going to bring up a third and manageable for the Dusters.
Again, it's nice for these young guys to get in there and get some reps. Sometimes they miss out on that, especially when you're not playing JV games.
Yeah.
They don't get to play a lot, so.
Yeah, you never know when you might have an injury or, cramping or something where one of these guys needs to step in at a critical point and make a play, so.
Beaver has a man in motion. Quarterback keeps it around the edge. Got some room to run. Gonna pick up the first down.
Lead blocker for Beaver. I couldn't pick up what number he was. Did a really good job turning upfield and making a good block on one of the Bulldog defenders there.
So many offenses have gone to that spread, and I'm not going to say whether it's good or bad, but I kind of like watching Beaver. They run that more of a traditional style offense, something you don't see a whole lot anymore.
Yep.
Some lightning way off to the south. I noticed we had a 15% chance of rain starting at 10 o'clock.
I think we had a 15% chance, but there was only a 10% chance of that.
I can't do the math on that.
Well, at the end of the third quarter, the Bulldogs are up 43-0 over the Dusters.
20% of the time it rains every
20% of the time, all the time.
Yep.
I hadn't heard a lot of cowbell this evening. There's one thing this guy needs. It's more cowbell.
We've been pretty light on the cowbell this evening.
We were heavy on the cowbell at Thomas. I'm not sure if it was us or Thomas, but there was cowbell everywhere.
Did they deploy the cowbell strategy also?
They did, I think. You had to watch where you were stepping. You could see my shoes.
Those manure splitters jackknifed on the Santa Ana. You'd think playing Beaver we might throw those out of the way.
Yeah. We could just go ahead and have a
You got to wait
contest
on
while
them
we're
to dry,
ahead.
though. It hasn't been good drying weather for the cow chips.
That's right, yeah.
I've had the opportunity to go over to the cow chip throwing contest a few times, and they're not that easy to throw. Those guys that know how to do it, they come in from all over the country. And
Hey, there's some guys over there that take that deal so serious.
They do,
You
man.
don't, you don't go clown around over there.
no, I was shocked that I wasn't booed off stage.
Did you get a toss in?
I got a toss in. I think I threw my shoulder out.
Oh, intercepted.
Interception by
Jacob Block.
88.
Good play by Jacob there. Made him break on the ball.
The hooker opens the fourth quarter with a big interception. Going to start with the ball in Duster territory.
See what we do on offense here. I'm guessing we're going to see a lot of JV offense.
Jacob Locke Sr. with the interception right there.
Hooker calls a timeout. I'm going to take a little time here and get everybody organized.
You can go ahead and get more than 6 out there.
Yeah, this is not Texas, as far as I know. Are we in Texas?
Not yet.
Okay.
No.
Texas County, but not Texas.
Oh, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking of.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the secret to the cow chip contest is the selection of the chip.
Yeah, they. I was a little bit surprised by how long it took for folks to pick a chip.
They are very picky in selecting the chip.
They are.
It depends on the kind of year, whether how good they're going to stick together, how much grass is in the chip too. So
I always thought cow chips were just for cooking food. I didn't realize you could use them to throw as well.
I can't remember what the world record throw over there is, but I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I think it's close to 300 feet.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Jiminy Christmas. That is unbelievable.
Is that
Like the length of a football field.
I don't know. Does the breed have anything to do with the chip? Black Angus is the beef to eat.
I don't know
these
anything
days.
about Black Angus
They got
chip
the Longhorn
velocity.
chips over there.
I know Longhorns can sure jump fences. I don't know if their cow chips
That's a lateral. We
That
need to
is a
cover that.
lateral. That's a live ball. They're going to blow it dead.
Yeah, there's a flag down right about the spot where you usually see a hold.
We may have got lucky there.
Yeah, I'm like you. That sure looked like a backward pass.
Yeah.
See
Personal.
a lot of pink in the stands tonight. Homecomings usually has been the last couple of years the pink out for cancer awareness. Like to mention, I've noticed the last couple of weeks that Rowdy Cole and Sue Cole and all the Coles have been tuning in, watching a little bit, and I just want them to know that our community is still thinking about them and hoping the best for Dan. And great family, and they've really left their mark on Hooker, and there's a lot of people around here still think really highly of them, and just want them to know that our thoughts and prayers go out to them. Mercy Hoss.
Mercy Haas. 22 blast. Run it again. Well, that's a good play.
It's been a long time since I heard Mercy Hoss.
Yeah, Coach Cole was my coach spring football before I started high school. That's the only chance I got to have him as a coach, but he was my PE teacher for years.
Looked like the ball came loose there.
He was running hard, but he just didn't hang on to it with both hands.
It's going to be Beaver first down.
Beaver's going to take over. Coach Cole always had the shiniest shoes I'd ever seen. We called them sunshine shoes.
Those are what I always think of when I hear coaching shorts. I think of Dan Cole's bike, those bike double snap polyester shorts. Those are coaching shorts.
Yeah, and he could wear them. I can't wear those kind of
There's
shorts.
no
Coach Cole could.
No untucked shirt.
That was hit you about mid-thigh,
Yeah.
mid to upper thigh. Yeah.
Change is hard for people, but some changes are good. Thank God those aren't around anymore.
Well, you had Coach Cole, you had Coach Ram, Coach Zaire.
First down, Beaver from their own 30.
Beaver runs the ball for about a 3-yard pickup.
I even noticed Coach Allen and Coach Payne had tuned in and typed a few things onto the Facebook live feed. So Facebook live deal has been pretty interesting for the live stream deal, because there's a lot of alumni that didn't know how to find us that are finding it that way. So
we want to welcome them all to the Bulldog Network.
I know Coach Ram put a Vulcan neck pinch on me one time that I thought I might not ever recover from.
Well, you still have convulsions from that, don't you?
I think I do.
Coach Ram, my favorite Coach Ram story is the first day of shop class. We demonstrated kickbacks by putting a piece of wood into the table saw, and it went through the window.
He came up to me in wood shop, and I was choked up on my hammer, wood-handled hammer. He took my hammer and sawed all but about 2 inches of the handle off. That was my hammer for the rest of the year.
If you're not going to use the whole hammer, you don't need it.
You don't need it. Learned me a good lesson. I've always used the whole handle from that day on.
Junior, quit choking my hammer. I can hear it. Remember the big deal when we were in junior high basketball? If you guys get to the championship of the Adams tournament, Coach Ram was going to wear a tuxedo.
Yeah, baby
You
blue.
Remember that baby blue tuxedo, frills and all?
Yeah. And he did. Got to give him credit. He wore it probably more than once. I know I've seen him in it.
He had Cam Newton swag before Cam Newton was born.
Got a little bunch out here now. Looks like ninja. Ooh. That didn't work.
Oh. Bulldogs go for the pick and are unsuccessful. Dusters come up with a big play.
Lakin Lynch is there to get him out of bounds.
Looked like Zeke Vega cut underneath him, tried to make the interception, and just got over his head. Just got out of reach.
First down for Beaver. Again, 43-0, but Beaver in Bulldog territory.
About 6:15 to go here in the fourth quarter.
At the Bulldogs 34. Coach Johnson,
20 for Beaver with a nice little gain there.
ball and runs to his left. He is brought down by 67.
And Beaver's moving the ball a little bit here.
And number 1, assistant
I'd like to see some of our boys stiffen a little bit here, and maybe they try to get a turnover here or try to keep them out of the end zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is why it's good for those kids to be out there and play and learn some game situation type stuff.
Yeah.
30 to the 27. Second down, Beaver.
Second down and 2. Second down and 3. Quarterback keeps it. Going to pick up the first.
Good tackle. Yeah, that's what I was going to say, Roger.
Roger did a good job of getting off the block there, I thought. Getting a tackle in space.
5 minutes to go and counting.
Big run for the Dusters brings another first down. As Wilkerson brings the Beaver Dusters.
So under 5 minutes on the clock now.
Beaver got a fresh set of downs and right at just inside the red zone. And throw it. Ball's thrown up high. Guy had made a great catch, and I think he's going to have a touchdown.
Touchdown, Dusters.
Looks like Pedro Ugarte kind of lost it. Couldn't quite pick it up.
Also, with 4 minutes and 16 seconds to go, Beaver gets on the board. It'll be 43-6 with the extra point to come. Beaver lines up to kick it. I think they're trying to figure out who's going to kick it.
Looked like they're taking a vote.
You want to, or you want me to?
I got the tee. Can I still kick it?
Uh-oh.
Ooh, fire. Ball went right through the holder's hands. So unsuccessful point after attempt.
That snap went straight to the kicker.
Well, that ball was on a rope.
Yeah, it was.
Cutting the middleman out of that extra point.
Just snap it straight to his foot. Timing. It's all about timing.
That is hard to do.
I guess nobody says you have to have a holder, do you?
Not if you're going to do that.
You can make it work.
Yeah.
Can you just kick the snap?
That's what we're saying.
Yeah,
Kick the snap.
I think you can do that.
Limit your room, not as much room for error that way.
I don't think I've ever seen that. I've seen Flutie drop kick one, but I've never seen anyone kick one directly out of the snap.
It's like one of those bicycle kicks.
I think Jim Myers may have tried that one time when we were in junior high. I remember Coach Atkins calling a timeout because we had a quick kick. And he said, Jim, you remember you got to go down. Don't go down in this quick kick because you're the fullback. We're snapping it to you and you're kicking it. And I'll never forget, I said down, and Jim went down.
Yeah.
The ball went right off of his helmet back between the center's legs. I think that was our last quick kick.
I remember that vividly, right off the top of his helmet. I'm sure Jim has some sore ankles from me trying to tackle him back in the day.
You went as low as you could go.
Yeah, I wasn't about to try to tackle that guy up high. He was a machine.
Kickoff goes out of bounds. Bulldogs will take over with good field position here with about a minute and a half to go by the time they snap it, I imagine.
Again, the clock running. Just a few plays left now.
I'd like to see the JV boys get a first down here, move the ball a little bit.
That'd be good. Lawson Lynch at the helm here.
Well, it's good to see the Bulldogs rebound from a tough week last week and come out and take care of business tonight.
Johnny Yu around the side. Picks up a couple. 2nd down and 7. Maybe 6.
Down under a minute here in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs up 43-6.
Give to Johnny Yu up the middle.
You got a hole. You got a big hole.
Nice job.
Nice run there. First down, Bulldogs.
Looks like we may have to. Now that'll probably do it.
Yeah, you have to call a
They
timeout
snap
to
another
another play. Otherwise, that's going to be it.
Well, I'd like to say I've had a great time doing this. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the Bulldog Network and everything it does for Hooker and for the kids. So
yeah, that's going to do it.
So that'll do it tonight for Hooker versus Beaver.
We'd like to thank everybody for tuning in tonight to the ball game. The final score: 43 Hooker. Beaver 6.
Bulldogs continue their march towards playoff.
That's right.
Again, we'd like to thank all the sponsors of the Bulldog Network, and we thank all those that tuned in this evening.
Yeah, next week the Bulldogs will be on the road against Moreland. So tune in for that. We appreciate it. I've sure had a great time doing this. I appreciate everybody. And
that's another chance for our downstate dogs to come out and watch Hooker when we're down in that part of the country before playoffs.
Yep.
Congratulations, Hooker, and good night and God bless.